Hey guys, my name is Catherine Troughton, and today I will be talking about a character named Alex DeLarge. Um, he is a character in a movie called A Clockwork Orange by Stanley Kubrick. Fantastic movie, by the way. Everyone should watch it. And I will be diagnosing him with antisocial personality disorder. So first, I'm just going to go into what is antisocial personality disorder. The DSM-5 expresses antisocial personality disorder as failure to conform to social norms concerning lawful behaviors, such as performing acts that are grounds for arrest. They also use words like deceit and recklessness to describe individuals with antisocial personality disorder. So I'm really going to focus on the failure to conform to social norms and the deceit and the recklessness, because Alex really portrays those words very well. And now I'm going to go into who Alex is. So Alex DeLarge is a character. He starts off the movie at 17 years old, and over the course of the movie, it's 2 years. So he is 19 at the end, but he begins off with 17. So he's relatively young, teenage boy. He lives with his parents in a flat in England. This is really important that he lives with his parents because we see the manipulativeness with his parents. His parents think he's going to school and he's actually not, things like that. And his social standing is he has these three other teenage boys, which he calls his droogs, that kind of follow him around. So you kind of see throughout the movie that he is the leader of this group. He is the leader. He is in charge of these other teenage boys. He kind of bosses them around. They essentially follow him around, and the four of them commit like acts of violence together. However, it's super important to note that Alex is the leader, and Alex is kind of manipulating the rest of them into doing what he says. So symptoms of antisocial personality disorder as seen through Alex is his extreme hostility, his extreme aggression. He is very manipulative. He's very risky, in addition to substance abuse. So just going into this, for example, in the beginning, we see the four droogs attack an old homeless man, somebody who had done no harm to them, somebody they didn't know. And they do so with great excitement and no sense of remorse. So the four of them kind of just go up to this homeless man and just like start beating the crap out of him, which is horrible. And they're kind of like humming and like whistling like show tunes as they do it. In addition to this, the gang members kind of follow Alex into the home of a husband and wife, where they beat up the husband so badly that they paralyze him. And in addition to this, they rape the wife. And during, while Alex is raping the wife, he's singing in the Rain, which is universally a happy show tune, which is very ironic to be singing such a happy song while doing such a horrible thing. But we really see that Alex is the ringleader of the group, because he uses articulate language and cultural references to assert his dominance over his more incompetent subordinates. So that's really where we see the manipulativeness. We also see this manipulativeness through his relationship with his parents, because he skips school often, but despite the fact that he's skipping school, he exemplifies a lot of maturity so as to like not lead his parents on that he's skipping school or doing horrible things. He has this like Ted Bundy-esque vibe where he's super good at hiding the fact that he's doing horrible things because he is so like intelligent and he speaks so eloquently. And although neither nor him or his parents exemplify any evidence of past mental disorders, Alex portrays a sense of elegance in his violent personality. You really see him feeling like he is above everyone else, which I think is another super important note. He feels like an elevated sense of self. In addition to this, he also has substance abuse. Um, so he goes to this bar, which is like a milk bar, but the milk is like infused with drugs. It's like spiked milk. And that's actually the picture on the right. That's the milk bar. It's actually super cool, like little place. But before he goes and he, commits these horrible acts of violence, we see him go to the milk bar and we see him drink the milk. And he is constantly there. He's constantly going back. He's constantly drinking the milk. He's abusing this. And one more example where we see his manipulativeness is a priest tries to help him, like at the end, like get better. And he manipulates the priest into believing that he wants to be cured of his violent thoughts, and he plays on the priest's emotions in order to be free of, any sort of higher authority. He manipulates the priest into thinking that he is getting better, even though he's not. And by, like playing on a priest is supposed to be like a super sentimental person. And he knows that. So Alex plays on that. Possible treatments for him would be cognitive behavioral therapy, because CBT is a psychosocial approach. So it is super helpful in that it challenges cognitive distortions. So you can see, I really like this picture on the right because it really shows how, it's stopping the behavior with the thoughts. So if we were able to, get Alex into CBT before he commits any acts of violence, we would be able to stop those thoughts, and we would be able to challenge those cognitive distortions, and kind of unravel what is deeper inside of, his feelings and his inner thoughts. In addition to this, it would be helpful to prescribe him medication along with the CBT because he is very aggressive. So, anti psychotic medications might be helpful. But it would be safe to say that Alex is on the end of antisocial personality disorder spectrum near psychopathy. And that is it. Thank you guys so much. Hope everyone enjoyed.